So today's top picks from Reuters Breakingviews. There's no easy fix for the South African platinum crisis, and we're going to talk about bank deregionalisation adding to Eurozone risk. In fact, let's kick off with that one. Edward Hadas joins me. Right, so this deregionalisation story from George Hay is a look at peripheral banks buying their own sovereign debt, which is a good thing, but it's a dangerous thing in the event of a breakup.
Right. One of the great accomplishments at the beginning of the creation of the Eurozone was that banks took regional portfolios of debt. It reduced risk, it shared the obligations around the region, and made the region look like a single entity. In the last couple of years, that's been reversed. To an extent, and there's been more of it in the last 6 months, particularly under pressure from the local governments in Spain and Italy and Greece. The banks have been buying their own country's debt. It's great for the banks, they earn a high yield. It's great for the governments, they get a ready buyer. But what it does do is it means that if there is a breakup, if Greece leaves, the Greek banks are going to be much worse shape.
They will be much, much worse shape. So this does put pressure on the politicians to sort this banking union out.
Yes. Until there's a banking union, there's going to be no reason not to worry about your own sovereign, not to support your own sovereign. If there's a banking union, then any rescue funds will be regional, and that would make it much easier to have a regional portfolio again.
And how optimistic is Breakingviews on this union?
We think it will come, but like everything in Euro, it will come slowly.
Slowly. But will it sort out these issues immediately?
I think nothing ever happens immediately in the Eurozone. It will gradually reduce the pressure and will gradually make for a sound banking industry. But of course, there are lots of twists and turns between now and then. We'll be following them closely. You
know, now I've got you here, actually, Edward, with your economist hat on. Is this danger to the global economy from the Eurozone getting worse or better right now?
It's certainly getting better.
It is getting better.
Yes. Ever since the ECB said it would do whatever it takes, people don't exactly believe it, but the recognition is that the Europeans are basically willing to address their problems and solve their problems.
And are you more worried about the Eurozone or the fiscal cliff?
I am mildly worried about the fiscal cliff. I am very mildly worried about the Eurozone, so I would say I'm more worried about the fiscal cliff, but neither of these are, to me, a tremendous worry.
Sorry, I know we went off track a little bit there, but I wanted to pick your brains on that. Let's talk about platinum. You know, it's been a tough time for the miners, for the mining companies. They've lost a lot of money because of these wildcat strikes. There's no easy way out, though, is there?
Yes, they haven't lost enough money is basically the problem. If they close the mines or shut them down, they've got a problem because shutting down mines is very expensive. Platinum is very difficult. And so they would lose a lot more money. If they close the mines, they're going to get nationalized, or they might get nationalized. The South African political environment is very difficult. But right now, the price isn't high enough for them to make money, so they can't afford to pay higher wages. So they're squeezed on all sides.
Catch-22.
Yeah. And the only thing that will make the price go up is a sharp reduction of supply. Right now, there's an oversupply. But as I said, they can't reduce supply easily because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
So they're in a terrible bind.
Okay, Edward, many thanks for that. Edward Hadas from Breakingviews. Of course, you can read both those stories on the Breakingviews website and the Reuters platform. For more agenda-setting insight, broadcast insight, watch our US Breakingviews show every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 BST. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.